Well, hello, friends. I am sitting outside of Tarpey's this afternoon. We're getting ready to go in for some dinner, and I thought I would try and redeem the time while I'm waiting for a friend. I wrote a poem today, and I wanted to show you some of my art and some of the painting. I know some of you were asking about the horse, so I would feature it, and I'll probably try and do that tomorrow. So just stay tuned. But today I got a little poem this morning, and so I'm kind of just gonna take some time to share that while I have a minute. So I'll give you a little backstory. At my work, we have a department that's working with wellness, and so I've been engaged with conversation a little bit because they know I've talked to two of them about my story and my testimony and kind of like where I've been in my journey of wellness and how I'm still journeying. And this month they were featuring some new recipes for smoothies for the summer, and they were sending out some stuff, and they had like stuff that I wouldn't encourage. And so when I was talking to one of the ladies, she said, why don't you send us a recipe of one that you would use and you would encourage, and why? And that maybe we can start featuring that in some of the wellness articles. So anyway, I put together something for them, and so today was the day for me to feature. And I had taken some time to just do a little bit of just a little bleep on antioxidants, and then also the blessing of blueberries, right? And that the difference between, which sometimes people have questions, what's the difference between the wild berries and the regular blueberries? And then also just the benefits of organic and why. So anyway, I had that. I'd been kicking that around in my head for the last couple days, and so this morning, of course, it was in my mind. And then I'm thinking about like how it talks about wild grapes in the scriptures and the difference between wild grapes, and then cultivated grapes, and then like wild berries and cultivated berries and the differences. So anyway, long story short, I had that all jumbling in my head, and I felt like the Lord just kind of kept blowing over it and reminding me of scriptural principles and things that are in place that really tied in with the message. And I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a movie. I don't know, it might be Disney, but it was a horse movie called Spirit. And I remember when I went to go see it with one of the kids that was living with me at the time. And I remember just crying, like, why are they trying to break that horse? Like, horses were just made to run free. And we as men have brought them into slavery and into bondage to work for us. And there is a way in which to labor with even an animal. You'll see story after story about like people learning to dance with horses. People, just like slavery, you can get somebody to do what needs to be done without bringing them into bondage. So anyway, and men do the same thing. Doctrine can do the same thing. Governments can do the same thing. Church leaderships can do the same thing and find themselves under the same challenge. So anyway, this will explain a little bit about where my thoughts went with it, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called Go Wild. Today I'm reminded of the beauty of my freedom. To another's voice, I'll stand up, and even if it seems dumb, to do and to be completely free in me. I'm God's master building, with wisdom I can be. This is my awakening, his favor I see. God always intended in his perfect design for me to flow freely, guided in life divine. Unique my expression. This was his intention. Unlike no other, not my sister, not my brother, but beautiful me, just be. Highlighted today as I sought to learn of the differences in cultivating and wild berries in turn. Encouraged by nature, go wild is spoken. Guided by the Spirit, untamed and unbroken. Many are taking form and fashion by the hands of men, but I will live and breathe in God with no median. That's the point of Hebrews in the book's New Covenant. But many follow man's commands and then need to repent. There is no man mediator, if indeed I am now one. This truth is simply wild, and it leaves me quite undone. Walking with God as one, and the fun has just begun. While I walk, I'm experiencing and learning, as day by day the calendar's turning. Go wild again in sweet abandon, I hear the Spirit say. Don't allow the demands of man to hinder or lead astray. Stay in tune, be still, and find the silent guide dwelling in your heart and in your mind. Like the wind, none knows where it's going, and like the wind, don't know from whence it came. So it is when we walk in the Spirit, our lives will never be the same. That sounds a little untamed. Go wild. Have a great and glorious, love-filled, and victorious day, friends. Bye for now.